In 1867, Kansas State University held its first commencement. 3 women and 2 men graduated that year. As the first land-grant university in the nation, this fledgling university had a vision of providing innovative education to all people. That early vision has continued through to the present, with over 250 majors and a diverse student body, including students from all 50 states and more than 100 countries. Becoming one of the nation's top 50 public research universities by 2025 is today's vision for tomorrow. With academic programs among the best in the nation and professors who are leaders in their fields, Kansas State University is an international leader in teaching, learning, service, and research. Today's graduates join over 200,000 alumni who are proud to call K-State their alma mater. Congratulations, and thank you to all those who have supported them through their undergraduate experience at Kansas State University.
Good afternoon. I'm Don Boggs, Associate Dean of the College of Agriculture. Welcome to the College of Agriculture Spring Commencement Ceremony. I wish to thank our bagpiper, Terry Ferguson, a K-State alumnus, and our organist, Stephen Kuchera, senior in Applied Music and Accounting, for the processional music. It is now my pleasure to introduce Jonathan Brockelman, graduating senior in agronomy from Selden, Kansas, Haley Clemens, a graduating senior in Animal Sciences and Industry from Overbrook, Kansas, Abby Gunther, a graduating senior in Food Science and Industry from Ottawa, Kansas, and Annie Patterson, a graduating senior in Agricultural Economics from Holton, Kansas, to sing our national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, students, for that excellent performance. Audience, please be seated at this time. Garrett Kennedy, graduating senior from Phillipsburg, Kansas, has been selected to share reflections. Garrett will graduate in agronomy with a minor in agribusiness. At K-State, Garrett has been involved at the department, college, and university level. Garrett was a member of the NACTA crops judging team and the Wheat State Agronomy Club. He served as president of the College of Agricultural Ambassadors and Acacia Fraternity, where he was also coordinated the fraternity's centennial celebration. Garrett served on the College of Agriculture's 2025 Visionary Committee, was a member of Quest Freshman Honorary, Chimes Junior Honorary, and the Mortar Board Senior Honorary. He gained work experience through an internship with Monsanto and as a student worker in the K-State Wheat Genomics Lab. After graduation, Garrett will be working as a cropping specialist for Knopf Farms in Gypsum, Kansas. Join me in welcoming Garrett Kennedy.
Well, whether you can't wait to take that cap off to throw it in the air in celebration of your achievement, or you have a wad of Kleenex in your pocket because you just aren't quite ready to let go yet, our day is here. It's our commencement, and it's our time to look back with fond memories of the things we have learned and to look forward to the great things that are to come. As we stand here today, ready to take on future challenges, we are not the same people that stepped onto campus 4 or 5 years ago. We have grown considerably since that time, and our surroundings have as well. In the past 4 years that most of us have been here and lived here in Manhattan, approximately 1,600 new houses and apartments have been built for a growing community. There are currently 993 more students at Kansas State University today than were on that campus the first day we came so long ago. And also 425 of those are fellow students in the College of Agriculture. Throughout our time here, we have helped celebrate the university's 150th birthday. We've cheered during athletic victories, and we have watched the destruction of old buildings and the construction of new. Not only have our surroundings grown these past 4 or 5 years, but friends, we have as well. From competition teams to on-campus jobs, and from class success to leadership responsibilities, we have sharpened our skills, furthered our knowledge, and strengthened our beliefs and values. None of this could have been possible, though, without the support of those that have surrounded us this entire time. Our instructors and advisors have given tirelessly to help us understand and succeed in our endeavors. Our family members have sacrificed in order for us to utilize the opportunities that we have been given. And our friends have supported us to help us make the right decisions. And to all those people, on behalf of the class of 2014, I say thank you. Thank you for your effort and passion. Thank you for your sacrifice and encouragement. Thank you for your support and for all the fun memories. This class has a bright future in front of it, and it is because all of you gathered here today and many more that have prepared us to really grab hold of those opportunities. So as today is full of emotions when looking back over our undergraduate career here at Kansas State University, let us be extremely thankful for our blessings, especially those sitting next to you. Congratulations to all of you on your achievements, and I wish you the very best in your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Garrett. As we begin the program, I will introduce the platform party. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Beginning on my immediate left is Dr. John Floros, Dean of the College of Agriculture and Director of K-State Research and Extension. Dr. Kirk Schultz, President of Kansas State University. Dr. April Mason, Kansas State University Provost and Senior Vice President. Dr. Jackie McClaskey, Secretary, Kansas Department of Agriculture, and Dr. Christine Wilson, Assistant Dean in the College of Agriculture. On the second row is Dr. Hikaru Peterson, Professor in the Department of Agricultural Economics, Dr. Chris Boone, Head of the Department of Communications and Agricultural Education, Dr. Joe Harner, Head of the Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering, Dr. Gary Perzinski, Head of the Department of Agronomy, and Dr. Stuart Warren, Head of the Department of Horticulture, Forestry, and Recreation Resources. Continuing on my immediate right, Dr. Zia Wiley, Assistant Dean in the College of Agriculture, Dr. Sharon Thielen, Assistant Dean in the College of Agriculture, Lexi Wingerson, Graduating Senior in Horticulture, Garrett Kennedy, Graduating Senior in Agronomy, and then on the second row is Dr. Ken Odie, Head of the Department of Animal Sciences and Industry, Dr. John Unruh, Professor in the Food Science and Industry, Dr. Dirk Meyer, Head of the Department of Grain Science and Industry, Dr. John Ruberson, Head of the Department of Entomology, and Amy Button-Renz, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association. Please join me in thanking these folks for being with us today. Well, we're very pleased that you've all joined us today to help celebrate the Spring 2014 College of Agriculture Commencement. Today we're assembled to honor an excellent group of agriculture graduates for their many accomplishments. However, we also wish to acknowledge some other very important people who made it possible for our graduates to succeed, the family members present today. We have many spouses and children, parents, siblings, grandparents, and great-grandparents with us today. Well, all of the family members of our graduates, please stand and be recognized at this time. Graduates, make sure you say thank you before the day's over. In addition to our great students, we're fortunate at K-State to have an outstanding group of faculty in the College of Agriculture that have distinguished themselves through excellence in teaching, advising, extension activities, and research. This year, their names and awards are listed on pages 50 to 52 of the Commencement program, those that have won awards this past year. As you can see, we have an extensive group of faculty members who have been recognized at the university, regional, and national levels. In addition to those listed, we recently learned that the College of Agriculture faculty received 3 of the 4 presidential awards this year for working with undergraduate students. Dr. Barry Bradford, Animal Sciences and Industry, and Dr. Jason Bergtold, Agricultural Economics, received the Presidential Teaching Awards, and Dr. Kathy Lavis, Horticulture, Forestry, and Recreational Resources, won the Presidential Advising Award. At this time, we wish to recognize the faculty award winners who are able to be with us today and are seated on the floor, on the stage, or in the audience. Would all of our faculty award recipients that are listed please stand and be recognized at this time? Congratulations to you all. At this time, we will recognize and congratulate those students who are graduating with university academic honors and those students who have completed the University Honors or the College of Agriculture Scholars Program. At this time, I ask Dr. Christine Wilson, Assistant Dean, to the podium to announce the names of the Honors and Scholars Program graduates.
Students, as I read your names, please stand at your location and remain standing until all in your group have been recognized. Students graduating with an overall GPA of 3.75 and above on at least 60 K-State credits are designated cum laude. Our cum laude graduates are Tamer Adcock, Amy Boleen, Amanda Delmont, Emma Faulkner, Mackenzie G., Abby Gunther, Morgan Halderson, Candace Hendrich, Gemma Iserman, Kelly Jackson, Rebecca McGee, Olivia Meyer, Leanne Millerette, Alex Moran, Elizabeth Mosier, April Reed, Hunter Spiza, Matthew T. Mott, Jessica Thompson. Please join me in congratulating our cum laude graduates. You may be seated. Graduates who have attained an overall GPA of 3.85 or above on at least 60 K-State credits are designated magna cum laude. Our magna cum laude graduates are Sarah Alves, Bailey Boomhauer, Amanda Burris, Brock Burnick, Claire Carlson, Jody Connell, Dustin Huber, Garrett Kennedy, Alexandra Lemunyon, Parker Liebel, Claire Martin, Anthony Meals, Keely Penna, Jeffrey Seiler, Laura Shoemaker, Jessica Solo, Kyle Stropes. Please join me in congratulating our magna cum laude graduates. Please be seated. Graduates who have attained an overall GPA of 3.95 or above on at least 60 K-State credits are designated summa cum laude. Our summa cum laude graduates are Dustin Aheron, Chelsea Alquist, Marcus Bumgartner, Jonathan Brockelman, Stephanie Conley, Courtney Cook, Sam Cook, Marilyn Deemer, Anthony Hawkins, Parker Henley, Andrea Jeffrey, Cassandra Kniebel, Marianne Matney, Arla Newby, Henry Ott, Shelby Parcel, Annie Patterson, Autumn Richardson, Samantha Shimming, Tyler Schultz, Jerry Sigel, Joshua Sudbeck, Elsie Sewer, Jared Wynn, Kara Ewan. Please join me in congratulating our summa cum laude graduates. Please be seated. Today we have 9 graduates who have completed either the University Honors Program or the College of Agriculture Scholars Program. These graduates have completed a project under the supervision of a faculty member and have completed advanced coursework to earn the distinction of Honors Program graduate. At this time, we will recognize our Honors and Scholars Programs graduates. Please stand as I read your names. Tamer Adcock, Sarah Alves, Corinne Card, Claire Carlson, Anthony Hawkins, Morgan Halderson, Alexandra Lemunyon, Zachary Salvestro, Elaine Van John. Please join me in congratulating our Honors and Scholars Program graduates. You may be seated. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Jackie McClaskey as our commencement speaker. A native Kansan, Dr. McClaskey grew up on a diversified family farm near Girard, Kansas. She earned her bachelor's degree in agricultural economics from K-State in 1993. She received her master's degree in agricultural economics from Texas A&M and her PhD in animal science from K-State. Dr. McClaskey was appointed Secretary of the Kansas Department of Agriculture in December of 2013. She joined the Kansas Department of Agriculture as an Assistant Secretary in January of 2011 and served in that role until being named Deputy Secretary in July of 2013. Before joining the Kansas Department of Agriculture, Dr. McClaskey served as an Assistant Dean in the College of Agriculture for 13 years. During her time as Assistant Dean, she provided the leadership for the development of the College of Agriculture 5-year marketing plan and its respective implementation. As a student at K-State, Dr. McClaskey was an active leader in both the College of Agriculture and at the university level. She was an Ag Ambassador, was a member of Blue Key, and was a Truman Scholar National Finalist, in addition to serving 2 terms as Student Body President. Dr. McClaskey continues to be involved at K-State through her role as adjunct faculty in the College of Agriculture. She serves as an advisor to the Blue Key Senior Honorary and the Quest Freshman Honorary. Dr. McClaskey serves on numerous state and local boards and committees, and she continues to donate her time and talent to Kansas FFA Association and serves on the Kansas FFA Foundation Board of Directors. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jackie McClaskey to deliver our address.
Well, thank you, Don, and congratulations to our graduates. I've had the opportunity to spend many Saturdays in May and December in Bramlage Coliseum and attended a lot of commencements. But the last time I had the opportunity to stand at this podium, or at least a podium in this location, was when I graduated myself. And as Scott Shockey reminded me with his remarks at the graduate dinner a few weeks ago, I started calculating that's about the time that most of you were born. So it's good to be back and have the opportunity to be here at commencement. One thing when I think about back to that day, it's not necessarily the speeches that I can remember, but it's definitely the reflection that every graduating college student goes through and thinking about their own college experience, and then of course thinking about the celebration that you're all waiting for to come after today's ceremony. So one of the things that I want to ask you to do today as you prepare to celebrate and recognize your accomplishments is to reflect a little bit about the impact that K-State and your college experience has had on each of you and the impact that you in turn have had back on K-State. To kind of illustrate the concept of a long-lasting impact, I want to share with you a story from the book The Lonesome Gods by Louis L'Amour. In this book, it follows the story of Johann Verne, who is, during his time in the West, in the frontier. And he remembered a story that was told to him about his father, or by his father, when his father had been in a cliff dwelling that was built high in the rocks. And he had seen in the bricks that were plastered with mortar from clay the imprints of fingers in that clay. And it made him ponder, who left those prints in the clay? Who pressed his hand here and then stepped back to view it? Why did he leave his signature here? To show that he too had a hand, to tell others that man had gone before, had spent some brief time in this place, and then gone on? Why did he impress his hand upon the clay? Did he hope to send across the centuries a thought or a dream perhaps, or just to say that I too was here, this was my place, this I built with my hands? Well, if you can just think a little bit about what that impression in the clay might look like, It's not only that initial impact that matters, it's the impact that it made on any person who ever saw it after the impression was made. For you, right now, this is your time. You are here, this is your place. This, your graduation, your commencement, you built it with your hands. So I want you to think about, as you built it, what K-State and the College of Ag has done to help prepare you for today. And to provide me a little help, I emailed a few of your graduating peers in the room and asked them a few questions. One of which was, how has K-State impacted you? So as I share with you some of their answers, I want you to think about the answers that you might give. They told me that K-State provided a home away from home, a family, a sense of belonging, friendships for a lifetime, opportunity, pride, excellence, a key to the future, a beginning of your career, the chance to invest in your passions. They said that K-State has taught you to lead, to be a better person, to build closer relationships, to grow personally and professionally, and to give back to your community. In addition, your fellow graduates noted that the College of Agriculture specifically not only provided you another home, but it gave you a place where students are valued. It's a close-knit family with lifelong friends and lifelong mentors, incredible experiences, and connections with the future leaders of your industry. But in addition to those things, it also gave you a broad, well-rounded global perspective on agriculture through their diverse classes and stellar professors who helped you develop an informed passion for agriculture. When I asked the question of who impacted you, most of the folks who responded with the name of a specific faculty member, some of whom I see sitting down in the chairs in front of me. But when they describe them, and as I share some of those with you, I want each of you as graduating seniors to think about the faculty or the person here at K-State who's had the greatest impact on you during your college experience. Your peers highlighted faculty who believed in you and taught you never to give up, who were understanding and confident in you, even when maybe you hadn't necessarily earned their confidence, who stretched you, pushed you, inspired you, and showed you that there is a path for everyone that can lead them to success. People who made sure you were not just a face in the crowd, who taught you how to balance work and family, and showed you that being a good leader involved both working hard and having fun. So I ask you, as you think about the impacts that K-State and the people here have had on you, how will you carry those impactful experiences with you as you leave K-State? How will you create a kind of supportive atmosphere and purposeful environment wherever you go? You have the opportunity to impact others, just as this place, this family, this faculty has impacted you. Your ability to make an impact started long before you came to K-State. And if you have any doubt about that, ask your family or your parents the impact you made on their lives when you first showed up in the world. And then think about the impact that you made at every stage in your life. Even if you don't realize it, each of you has left their impact on K-State and made a mark during your time at K-State. And that may be for some of you, perhaps, doing something like carving your name into the wall at the Lou. But for some of the rest of you, it might be thinking about other things you've done to make an impact and leave your mark. You might be the person who brought a smile to the people around you or laughter to others, who helped build others up. Maybe you started a new tradition, maybe just with friends or a university-wide tradition. Or simply, you are just one of those people that left K-State a little bit better than you found it. Each of you have left an impact on your fellow students, your department, your clubs, your employers, your college, and speaking from my past personal experience, I know you've impacted the faculty and the administrators who work with you every day. This place, this home away from home, has changed because you have been here, each of you. But the impacts you've made here are just the beginning. Honestly, it's pretty easy here. K-State and the College of Agriculture make it easy for you to make a difference. You're surrounded by an environment that gives you the opportunity to make an impact with your hard work and passion. You're given a seat at the table. But as you leave here, you will have to think more purposefully and more strategically about how to make a difference. Creating change and developing lifelong relationships and building improvements is much more challenging outside of this environment. Most of you are going to enter the workforce at the bottom of the org chart, Whether you're in a large agribusiness, a classroom, a government agency, a graduate program, your family farm, it doesn't matter. You won't be the person that's at the top of the decision chain. Most of you won't be in a place where you are surrounded by thousands of potential friends who have like interests and people who are solely there, their job is to help you be successful. You're not likely to be in a place where every few months they give you the chance to start over like you do here when you start a new semester. But making an impact will be more challenging, and not everyone around you is going to believe in the value of change or continual improvement. But you can do it, and you will do it. Each step you take after you leave today will make an impact on those you touch. You chose agriculture as your path, and I thank you for that. I know you want to make a difference in the ag industry, regardless of what aspect of the industry you enter. A few of you, and those that I talked to, said that you wanted to be a voice for ag and a legitimate, trusted source for fact-based scientific information about agriculture for consumers, or that you wanted to empower others to pursue their passions and make a difference in agriculture, that you wanted to shape the industry, creating a stable, safe, and secure global food system, that you want to continue to strengthen the integrity of the agricultural industry while producing food, fiber, and fuel, and furthering the mission of feeding the world. We, the agricultural industry, the state, the country, the world, need you to make that kind of impact. Agriculture is our state's largest industry, contributes more to our economy than any other single industry, and employs more people in our state. Many of you come from states that is exactly the same way. But there may be no more of a time when the ag industry has needed you, a generation of leaders with a deep-rooted passion for agriculture, an understanding of our need to embrace conversations with consumers, and a desire to advance technology to meet food demands for a growing population while efficiently using our natural resources. I'm excited as I look out at you because I know about the difference that you can make. You see the challenge and the opportunity ahead of you, but you're passionate about the future that agriculture provides. You see it not just as a way of life, but as the way of life. You want to make an impact, even those of you who might not even know that yet. It will certainly help that you are graduating from the nation's first land-grant university, and I would argue the absolute best at preparing undergraduates in agriculture to go out and make a lifelong difference. As you think back on your K-State experience, you're going to remember the people who surrounded you. You're going to think about those personal experiences, like doing the Wabash at your first football game, whether that be from the marching band or from the sidelines as a football player or from the student stands. That memory will stick with you. You're going to remember rushing the field after K-State beat Texas to win the Big 12 championship. You're going to think about rushing this court when K-State beat KU, but also knowing that we're going to keep beating KU and there's not going to be any need to rush the court. Some of you will remember maybe the very first time you came on campus and you visited the College of Agriculture for an official campus visit, and you knew that day you were going to be a part of the K-State family. But thinking about graduation seems so far away, and now it's here. You will remember today. As you look back on your time at K-State as an alum, in addition to those kind of memories, I just ask you to really think deeply about how K-State has changed you. As Garrett mentioned, none of you are the same as the day you first came to campus, but also how you have changed K-State. And the bigger question of what changes will you make as you leave here? How are you going to carry forward a tradition of being positively impacted and purposefully impactful? How will you support others? How will you engage change? How will you make your mark? Will you leave the world better than you found it? What will be your legacy? Your legacy starts today. I ask you to join me in thinking back to the story I shared from the beginning about Louis L'Amour and the image of the hand pressed in the clay. As Johann pictured that image, he thought, I knew the image of that hand would be with me forever. For we who pass do not own this land. We but use it. We hold it briefly for those yet to come. We must not reap without seeding. We must not take from the earth without replacing. As you pass K-State on to the next generation of agricultural students, your chance to make a lifelong impact begins. As you leave here, continuing to sport your K-State purple and cheering on your cats, know two things. One, the agricultural industry needs you. And two, we, your K-State family, everyone in the Coliseum and beyond, believes in you. Thank you for the impact you have already made, and more importantly, thank you for the impact that you are going to make. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. McClaskey, for those excellent remarks. Lexi Wingerson, a graduating senior from Smith Center, Kansas, has been selected to deliver the graduate address. Lexi will graduate in horticulture with a minor in animal sciences and industry. During her time at K-State, Lexi has been active in the College of Agriculture Student Council, the College of Agriculture Ambassadors, K-State Tree Campus USA, and Quest, Silver Key, and Blue Key honoraries. She also served as a College of Agriculture peer mentor, a student scholar tour guide, and facilitated more than 30 hours of educational workshops promoting agriculture in her role as a national FFA Collegiate Agricultural Ambassador. Lexi has taken on numerous officer positions and leadership roles in the organizations with which she is involved, always seeking to do her best and leave things better for the next generation of K-Staters. After graduation, Lexi will be continuing to share her passion for agriculture as an agricultural education instructor at Hill City High School in Hill City, Kansas. Please welcome Lexi to the podium.
So, it has come to this. After job searching, dealing with leases, bills, and saying goodbye to friends, we finally understand why Peter Pan didn't want to grow up. If that doesn't scare you enough, I also heard that nap time doesn't exist after college. Adulting, guys, I'm not so sure about this. But it means so much to me to be here today with all of my fellow graduates. And I know we all have receptions to get to and life plans to get on with. But let's seal out the future for just a moment and be right here, right now, in this cap and gown, and memorize this moment. Think of all the little pieces that made up these college years, the memories we'll never forget, the hard work, and the hard work we neglected in favor of fun. Today is the culmination of all of those moments. Now, some people look at the College of Ag and think we're in a world all our own on the north side of campus, but what they don't know is what they're missing out on. The best job market, roots in an industry that is a way of life, and the opportunity to rise to all of the challenges of communication, technology, efficiency, and conservation in today's society. So just snap your fingers in a Z formation and tell them you graduated from the best college at K-State. I wanted to tell you a story today about a person who really showed us what success looks like. But as I read biographies and thought about people I knew, I started to realize something. All the people who succeed or are known for something were rejected, looked down on, or had to overcome at some point. They were well known because they had an idea that they never gave up on. I'm not saying we should all strive to be well known, but I do think we should all be known well. For our hearts, for our ethics, for our perseverance, by everyone who meets us. They say you get what you give in this life, so give this world laughter and kindness. Give it your word and don't break it. Give it hope and love and respect. Give it adventure. Give it hard work and well-laid plans. And every once in a while, give it hell, because sometimes we all need a little of that. In the end, good things come to those who hustle. But it's not all about hard work. Today, we will walk out of here with degrees, heading to do things that hundreds of other people have degrees to do. That is our work, but there is also our life. You will have the same jobs as many, but the only person that owns your particular life is you. So find life experiences and swallow them whole. Don't limit yourself to your job description. As for me, I don't want just any career, so I'm not going to be just any teacher. When it all boils down, it's about finding the thing in life that you are willing to stay up all night long working for, that you care so much about you have to share it with someone. It is not our jobs that matter, but what we do with them.
Whatever your field is, strive to be a pioneer in it. Be brave and break new ground. But most importantly, be in love with every single moment of your life. There is simply no time to be dissatisfied in a world as beautiful as this. I mean, we live in a world where Pope Francis uses hashtags. The Welsh word for microwave is poppity ping, and Jimmy John's delivers. Does it get any better than that? I'd like to close with a quote from Tom Brokaw. "You are educated. Your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as the ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. Let's take some risks. After all, we are agriculturalists. It's what we do. We are going to change the world, so holler if you're ready."
I didn't hear you, graduates. Are you ready? That's better. Thank you. Thank you, Lexi. Before we proceed to the degree ceremony, we are pleased to have Amy Button-Rins, President and CEO of the K-State Alumni Association, to bring special greetings on behalf of the K-State Alumni Association. Amy?
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to be part of your special day and bring congratulations on behalf of 172,000 living graduates. It's an honor to personally congratulate you and present you with an exclusive alumni pin only available to our graduating seniors. I'm also pleased to share that in recognition of your graduation, your college and the Alumni Association will be providing you with a complimentary one-year membership. This membership will keep you engaged and informed about alumni catbacker events and alumni club events, and we hope you will always be an active member. We also look forward to being your link for life to K-State and to keep you connected with the College of Agriculture. As you know, we have the best students in the country. Our alumni are among the most loyal in the nation. In fact, you are now part of the #1 alumni association in the Big 12 Conference. We have been #1 for 18 consecutive years. That passion and loyalty is shared by generations of alumni who have the same passion for K-State that you feel today as you earn your degree from one of the finest universities in the country. We hope you will always wear your purple and always cheer on the Wildcats. We look forward to serving you as a member of our K-State family, and thank you for all you will do for future generations of K-Staters who will follow in your footsteps. And I think it's only appropriate today to share my favorite K-State saying, "Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat, go Cats."
Thank you, Amy. Graduates, we have a few additional announcements for the degree ceremony. The College of Agriculture is pleased to provide a complimentary 5x7 professional photograph of your graduation. One photo will be taken on stage and a second photo will be taken by the backdrop at the rear of the seating area. Please pause and turn toward the camera to make sure you are ready for your photos, especially up here in the front when you get your diploma cover. Family members, if you want to take pictures, you may do so from behind the roped areas around the edge of the floor seating. Please refer to your commencement program, pages 52 to 54, for the order in which graduates will be recognized. Graduates majoring in agribusiness through wildlife and outdoor enterprise management are seated on the west side and will cross the stage from west to east. The remaining graduates are seated on the east side and will cross the stage from east to west. Please prepare for your photo just before your graduate approaches the stage, then return to your seat so others can access the area. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. John Floros, Dean of the College of Agriculture and Director of K-State Research and Extension, to proceed with the conferral of degrees. Dr. Floros?
Would all the graduates please rise for the conferral of degrees? By the authority of the people of Kansas and the Kansas Board of Regents, and upon recommendation by the faculty, and upon completion of all degree requirements, I am pleased to confer upon you the respective degrees you have earned at Kansas State University. Graduates, please move your tussles to the left side of your mortarboard. Again, congratulations on earning your degrees and best wishes in your future careers. At this time, college administration will prepare for the diploma cover presentation. The cover. The department heads will present diploma covers to each graduate as they cross the stage, and K-State President Kirk Schultz, Provost April Mason, and I will have the pleasure of congratulating the graduates as they cross the stage.
Thank you, Dean Floros. I will now introduce the graduates for individual recognition on the stage and presentation of diploma covers. We will proceed in order by major as listed in your program on pages 52 to 54. I would like to thank our faculty marshals, Drs. Kim Williams, Lori Baker, Mickey Ransom, Dave Nichols, Barry Bradford, Arlo Berry, who will assist in directing you to and from the stage. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Hikaru Peterson, professor in the Department of Agricultural Economics, who will present diploma covers to the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness and the Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with a major in Agricultural Economics. We will begin with our graduates with a major in Agribusiness. Lakin Elizabeth Adams. Patrick Thomas Ahrens. Austin David Beckert. Gage Thomas Blair. Amy Renee Boline. Christopher G. Boucher. Kyle John Brady. Hillary Elizabeth Breen. Kevin Chandler Burnett. Matthew James Colburn. Jody L. Connell. Shelby Lee Drody. Taylor Scott Ediger. Paddock Sean Flaherty. Benjamin Clement Geiger. Ryan Taylor Harp. Cassie Renee Hayes. Reese Bartle Hoover. Caleb Charles Horn. Dylan Michael Keeney. Trevor Thomas Lutz. Heather Ray Malone. Amy Renee McVeigh. Benjamin Brian Minahan. Henry Lamont Ott. Cole Darrell Pearson. Doyle Elliott Pletcher. Haley Nicole Prescott. Joseph Michael Purpura. Trent Robert Rash. Ashley Marie Rector. Katie Alexandria Rourke. Zachary Dick Salvestro. Zachary John Shoddy. Parker S. Stotts. Tyler James Warta. Chad Wesley Weedle. Lauren Marie Weedle. Evan John Wetzel. We will now recognize our graduates with a major in agricultural economics. Marcus John Baumgartner. Ellen Maureen Burkamp. Shannon Nicole Blaze. Brock Nicholas Burnick. Todd Curtis Cohen. Colton John Day. Jaden Douglas DeVore. Bradley T. Duncan. Ian Ross Godding. Ian Ross Godding. Sorry. Zachary A. Gonsalves. Michelle Nicole Hill. Kelly Rose Jackson. Levi Wayne Kaiser. Preston Carter Loggeman. Marianne Joy Matney. Anthony James McDonald. Leanne Renee Milleret. Brian Lee Moore. Jeremiah Blue Nicholson. Weston Arnie Frank Oldie. Christopher Osner. Annie Nicole Patterson. Troy Lee Shippey. Nathan Thomas Spriggs. Joshua Linus Sudbeck. Kylie Melissa Van Slyke. I am now pleased to introduce Dr. Chris Boone, head of the Department of Communications and Agricultural Education, who will present diploma covers to the graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with majors in Agricultural Communications and Journalism and Agricultural Education. We'll begin with our students with majors in Agricultural Communication and Journalism. Claire Michelle Carlson. Casey Jean Drody. Sonia Shankay Gonzalez. Brandy Diane Herman. Jordan Marie Hildebrand. Andrew Charles Lind. Levi Ray Messer. Margaret Piney. Katie Lynn Rolling. Jeremy Ernell Scott. Emily Catherine Stockford. We will now recognize our graduates with a major in agricultural education. Brandon Michael Calloway. Candace Elaine Hendrich. Lacey Frances Jacobs. Cody Allen McReynolds. David Aaron Potroff. Jessica Lynn Reeves. Johanna Marie Reichert. Jerry Lee Sigel. Kelsey Lynn Strohmeyer. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Joe Harner, head of the Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering, who will present to graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with a major in Agricultural Technology Management. Benjamin Noah Beller. Will Winger Eisenbeiss. Bradley J. Ellens. Breck William Fletcher. Gregory Owen Harris. Cody Andrew Homertzheim. Kyle Benjamin Nitcher. Chad Matthew Nolly. Kelsey Christina Nygren. Justin Thomas Sales. Andre D. Watkins Jr. Bradley David Wheeling. Now, Dr. Gary Przinsky, head of the Department of Agronomy, will present to graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with a major in agronomy. Chelsea Marie Alquist. Breck Adam Arnberger. Damon Lee Bonert. Jonathan Paul Brockelman. Kyle Lee Bruce. Travis Michael Dennison. Colton Dean Deutsch. Taylor Dawn Fisher. Morgan Lee Halderson. Zachary Lewis Rencher. Jordan Thomas Huggins. Mary Elizabeth Hunt. Neil Matthew Kaiser. Congratulations. Garrett Anthony Kennedy. Ethan P. Kepley. Derek Wayne McCaslin. Courtney Margaret McKenzie. Ethan Cord Merck. Arlen Alfred Newby. Blake Daniel Nehus. Andrew Alexander Scherer. Jeffrey Ray Seiler. Cheyenne Dawn Stevens. Kyle Scott Stropes. Corey Michael Vaughn. Michael Scott Welch. Drew Allen Swigart. Next, Dr. Stu Warren, head of the Department of Horticulture and Forestry and Recreation Resources, will present to graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in Agriculture with majors in Horticulture, Park Management and Conservation, and Wildlife and Outdoor Enterprise Management. Colin A. Giambroni. Robert Paul Hennis. Clayton Thomas Holtus. James Michael Ladner. Justin Matthew Lee. Kane Zoller McEwen. Mason Charles McVeigh. Olivia Ann Meyer. Sean Daniel Fitzenmeyer Sr. Christopher Frederick Ray. Randy Joe Rudolph. Joshua Cade Rutz. Laura Marie Shoemaker. Quentin Hale Waite. Bryant Lee Welch. Alexis Renee Wingerson. Joseph Lance Wright, Jr. We'll now recognize our students with a major in Park Management and Conservation. Adam Randall Bennett. Sean Christopher Coleman. Amanda Leanne Delmont. Bo C. Ferguson. Ryder Christian Fry. William Ned Godsey. Joshua Brian Gray. Andrew Brant Honus. Jacob Thomas Miller. Andrew Gregory Rawlings. Andrew Michael Seifert. We'll now recognize our graduates with a major in Wildlife and Outdoor Enterprise Management. Spencer Michael Askren. Benjamin Joseph Avery. Tyler Joseph Sindrich. Ethan Cole Ediger. Levi Joshua Gearhart. Evan Caleb Just. Daniel Harper Scoochis. Jason Matthew Spangle. Alexander Macaulay Stewart. Timothy Logan Umscheid. Curtis Kent Wells. Craig Wiebe. We will now pause to change sides and introduce the remaining graduates, starting with graduates in animal sciences and industry.
Yes. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Ken Odie, head of the Department of Animal Science and Industry, who will present to graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with a major in Animal Science and Industry. Abel. Austin Tyler Abel. Tamer Ellen Adcock. Dustin Grant Aheron. Michael Dwayne Alexander. Micah May Allen. Sarah Elizabeth Alves. Shayna M. Barnett. Corey James Beechner. Jared Michael Beam. Stephen Andrew Beneke. Jacqueline Elizabeth Bogstad. Jacob Douglas Bohai. Sarah Elizabeth Boleen. Seth William Bredemeyer. Amanda Marie Broccolo. Ryan Thomas Bryant. Devin Marie Bugner. Burke? Cody Edward Burke. Cody Edward Burke. Corinne Nicole Card. Emily Michelle Chalovich. Haley Jo Clemens. Stephanie Nicole Conley. Courtney Cherie Cook.
Rachel Christine Corkle. Tara Evelyn Cox. Kirby Ann Crownover. Jennifer Lynn Deems. Christy Ann Denton. Marilyn K. Deemer. Danielle Christine Dorland. Paik Joshua Ebert. Erica R. Edwards. Bethany Ann Erickson. Rye Shauna Fitzwater. Elizabeth Ann Forsythe. Tara Fountain. Sarah Lynn Fritchie. Mackenzie Lee Alin G. Amy Catherine Geske. Aurora Lee Gibson. Benjamin Robert Gleason. Justin Michael Graves. Benjamin Robert Hanner. Ashley Renee Hansen. Jacqueline Lisa Harpold. Matthew Jordan Haynes. Megan Bernice Hecht. Sage Nicole Henderson. Parker Allen Henley. Hillary K. Hensley. Adam Daniel Hickel. Hannah Sue Hoskinson. Gemma Marguerite Iserman. Andrea Michelle Jeffrey. Hillary Ann Johnson. Christopher Daniel Johnston. Grant Michael Jones. Richard Joseph Kermer. Cassandra K. Kniebel. Alexandria Ray Lemunyon. Kason Marley. Kyle Allen Leffler. Anna Clarice Lapine. Amanda Nicole Liggett. Colton Lynch. Colton's diploma will be presented by his uncle, Dr. Scott Shockey, K-State Associate Professor in the Department of Animal Science and Industry. Brittany Suzanne Machado. Claire Amarilla Martin. Caitlin Jane Mattill. Jennifer Leanne McCowan. Rebecca Ann Meggie. Nathan Leon Mines. Jessica Marie Milholm. Eileen Brianna Miller. Tate Michael Miller. Elizabeth Ashley Mosser. Ryan Caleb O'Neill. Amanda Lynn Parks. Ethan Michael Parsley. Emily Louise Pendergrass. Keely Marie Penna. Keenan Allen Penning. Jarrett Shea Perrin. Elizabeth Lorai Pfeiffer. Mallory Elizabeth Phillips. Nathan William Phillips. Laurel Margaret Pearson. Ariel Danae Regier. Russell Lee Rezak. Autumn Kirsten Richardson. Leah Dawn Roberts. Kelly Rose Rozonka. Alexia Imani Sampson. Presenting her diploma is her aunt, Dr. Tosha Sampson Choma, K-State Visiting Assistant Professor in American Ethnic Studies. Congratulations again. Hunter Lee Spiza. Landon Lloyd Schneider. Tyler Ray Schultz. Kara May Schwarzkopf. Daniel Eldon Seitz. Mary Elizabeth Skadja. Christina Diane Slater. Tanner Saxton Sleed. Carol Ann Smith. Emma Christine Stout. Caitlin Renee Stuckey. Elsie Jean Sewer. Jasmine Renique Taylor. Jessica Lynn Thompson. Lindsay Marie Tidd. Alec Jean Tiemeyer. Cassandra Marie Townsend. Tamara Lynn Tullis. Valentine? Yes. Catherine Lynn Valentine. Elaine Elizabeth Benjon. Caleb Pierce Weiss. William Corey Wilkins. Catherine Sue Wilson. Levi Mark Winkler. Jared Douglas Wynn. Kara Lise Lewa Ewan. Amanda Marie Zogelman. Next, Dr. John Unruh, Professor and Chair of the Food Science and Industry Undergraduate Programs, will now present to graduates receiving a Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Industry. Bradley Evan Baker. Donna Lee Bundy. Elizabeth Ann Clark. Daniel Lee Cohen. Dawn Ashley Como. Danielle Marie Conover. Allison Nicole Gouldy. Abby Michelle Gunther. Weya Her. Chao Jean. Troy K. Carlix. Ben E. Lee. Yifan Liu.
Donovan Maxwell.
Alexander Donovan Maxwell. Kyle Jeffrey McLean. Emily Elaine Patterson. Tanner J. Rail. Jacob Andrew Rickwaw. Sandra Lee Scalatine. Carly Jean Simmons. Jessica Lee Solo. Danielle Marie Stanley. Manuel A. Tort. William Patrick Trebe. Richard Ryan Weibling. Jessica Mary Wise. Jenna Lee Wolf. Next, Dr. Dirk Meyer, head of the Department of Grain Science and Industry, will present to graduates receiving a Bachelor of Science degrees in Bakery Science and Management, Feed Science and Management, and Milling Science and Management. We will start with the Bakery Science and Management students. Daniel J. Bracho. Kyan Lee Campbell. Alexandria B. Graham. Sarah Elizabeth Moore. Manjat Singh. Tushar Verma. Next, we present to students in Feed Science and Management. Christopher Stanley Berg. Samuel Andrew Laverne Cook. Shauna Kathleen Muehlbach. Cole Tyler Rickabaugh. Jesse Ray Roush. We will now present to students majoring in Milling Science and Management. Dylan James Elsey. Travis John Grover. Landon Michael Harp. Michelle Ann Jack. Zach Nicholas Laffrey. Cameron Lewis McGuire. Watson D. McKinney. Anthony Allen Hall Nimick. Spencer Raymond Schreiner. Carter Thomas Wands. Luke Anthony Weinheimer. Lee Morgan Williams. Dr. Boggs, that concludes our diploma presentations.
Good job. Good job pronouncing all of them.
One Beasley graduation is all you got to do. One.
Graduates, commencement is not about the ending, it's about the beginning. It's the beginning of new careers, for some new families, and for all of you a new stage in your lives. You can be proud to be a graduate of Kansas State University, the first land-grant university in the nation. Part of what makes the College of Ag really great is what we expect and the involvement of our alumni and the expectations that our alumni hold for us. Thus, we expect you to keep bleeding purple, to stay involved with K-State, and to continue to challenge us to be the best we can be. I'm confident that I speak for all of our faculty, staff, and administrators when I say that it has truly been our privilege to contribute to your education and be a part of your lives these past few years. We are very proud of you, and we wish you the very, very best. Would everyone please join me in again congratulating all of our graduates. Thanks to all of you for participating in this special occasion for our graduates. We ask that you remain seated for the formal recessional. The graduates will follow the stage party to the rear of the floor seating and up the far north stairs to the concourse area. We ask that families exit immediately behind your section and meet the graduates on the upstairs concourse. This will help us clear the floor for the next ceremony that follows. Thank you once again to our musicians for sharing their musical talents, and to Garrett Kennedy, Jackie McClaskey, and Lexi Wingerson for speaking at today's ceremonies. Again, my congratulations and best wishes to the graduates. For our adjournment, we'd ask that everyone please rise and join with our singers in the K-State alma mater.